who Jim Abbott is?
Yep.
Anyone? Yeah, I got one. No one else. That's okay. Me explaining who he is built into the joke, so it's fine. Jim Abbott, if you don't know, is one of the best major league pitchers of all time. One of the best, undisputed. He has a no-hitter on his resume, many individual awards, many team awards, tons of accomplishments. He's one of the best major league pitchers of all time. Born with just one hand, just a left hand. Which, if you want to be a professional pitcher, that's the hand to be born with, but a disability nonetheless. So, I think Jim Abbott's story is interesting because, to me, I want to know, when did Jim Abbott's story go from inspirational to infuriating? Because there had to be a moment. Because I love sports stories. I love sports, the games, but I love the stories behind them. 30 for 30, outside the lines, I love all those things. So for me, when does Jim Abbott's story go from inspirational to infuriating? Because there has to be a moment, because here's the thing. If you're one of the best major league pitchers of all time, you've always been good. You don't just acquire that skill randomly in your early 30s. You've always been good. You've been good throughout all the stages of your life. You've been exceptional at whatever stage you're at. So when does his story go from inspirational to infuriating? I would have to guess sometime during his first Little League start. Because I gotta imagine that's big news. I gotta imagine in the town he plays in, that's a big deal. I gotta imagine there's maybe even some local media around filming it. And I gotta imagine that the coach from the opposing team gathers his team around in the dugout and says something like, all right, guys, you see that kid out there on the mound? Little Jimmy Abbott? Yeah, the kid with one hand? Yeah. That's the face of bravery, guys. That's what that is. That's the face of bravery. And you know what? You guys can be brave too. And you just gotta do one thing to be brave just like him. All you gotta do to be brave, just go out there, treat him like a normal kid. Just treat him like everyone else. Go up to the plate, take your cuts, make him feel like one of the gang today. And I don't know, 10, 20, maybe 30 years from now, I don't know how long. I do know, though, one day you will look back on this and you will realize you were part of something special. And all you got to do to have that feeling, just go out there and be yourself. All right, everyone, bring it in. When does that go from inspirational to infuriating? I would guess sometime around the 5th inning of no-hit baseball. I would guess sometime around then, the tone in the opposing dugout changes dramatically. I would guess now the coach is stomping around going, no hits, no fucking hits. We have less hits than he has hands. And may I remind you, he has one. Now, if we don't win the game, no one